Okay.
You can split those around if you need to.
Okay, good evening. I call this joint meeting of the Minnehaha County and Sioux Falls Planning Commissions. And we'll begin with a few introductory comments. As a courtesy to everyone here, please make sure your cell phones are turned off or leave them at home like I did. The two planning commissions work together on land use and zoning matters within the rural areas surrounding the city. This area is displayed on the screen. Eventually, after information and testimony is presented on an agenda item, the members will discuss the matter, and then each planning commission will vote independently to arrive at a decision. When the joint agenda is completed, the city planning commission will adjourn, and the meeting will continue as the county planning commission considers items beyond the joint zoning jurisdiction. Both commissions serve as the county, the Board of Zoning Adjustment to consider variance applications. Action taken on a variance may be appealed to a circuit court in a matter and form as provided by the statutes of the state of South Dakota. Any final action taken on the conditional use permit request will take effect 5 working days following this meeting unless a written appeal of tonight's decision is filed in the county planning office by October 5th at 5 p.m. In the event of an appeal, the decision will be referred to the county commission and city council for a joint hearing on October 27th at 5 p.m. Is there a motion to, oh, that's as far as it goes, we're not going to adjourn? Okay. We have to adjourn the planning commission and reaffirm as
The Board of Adjustment.
Okay, we have a quorum now, so we're good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a motion to adjourn the planning commission and convene as a zoning board of adjustment?
So moved.
At this time, we need a second for that.
Second.
Okay. At this time, the zoning board of adjustment will consider item 1 on the agenda, which is the minutes of the last board of adjustments. And is there a motion to approve the March 23rd, 2013 minutes? That's the last time we had.
A Board of Adjustment item.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Some of you were not here. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, there's a second. Next, I'll proceed. You're good over here. Okay. Next, I'll proceed with the regular agenda. The following hearing procedure will be used. I will request the planning staff to present the report on the item. Anyone from the audience wishing to address the item shall be recognized by the chairman, move to the podium, and state their name and address for the record. The planning commission will then discuss the matter and take appropriate action. At the conclusion of item 2, a motion needs to be made to adjourn the Board of Adjustment and reconvene as the planning commission to consider the remaining agenda. And the minutes of the August 24th meeting is item 1. And do we want to continue through there?
You can. You're the Board of Adjustment now, aren't you?
Board of Adjustment right now. Okay.
So.
Kevin?
All right. So item number 2. Oh, Kevin Hookman, Planning Department, Minnehaha County. Item number 2 is a variance number 15-3 to reduce the front yard setback from 30 feet to 7 feet on the property legally described as Lot 29 of Cactus Heights Town Site, Section 12, 10149, which is Sioux Falls Township. This Cactus Heights is located in the northeast portion of Sioux Falls area. It was prior a golf course, and hence why there's kind of odd platting in the area. And the requested variance would reduce the front yard setback to 7 feet from 30 feet required to make room for a 26 by 39 foot accessory garage. This garage would serve as the property's only garage. The petitioner's narrative notes that the parcel is located on top of a steep ridge, and planning staff visited the site and noted that this is true. The neighboring houses are also along the steep ridge, which makes it difficult to do anything outside of the very peak of the ridge. As part of a variance, there are conditions that have to be met as findings of fact for the commission to consider, or the Board of Adjustments to consider as part of the decision. A, that its specific circumstances or conditions such as exceptional narrowness, topography, or siting exist. As noted before, the ridge makes it difficult for the property to be sited anywhere else, the proposed garage to be sited anywhere else. B, that the variance does not grant a use which otherwise excluded from a particular district or diminish or impair property values within an area. Accessory buildings are a common type of building in the A1 agricultural, which is zoned. It is also common for residential uses to have accessory use garages such as this. So it is not out of the ordinary for A1 agriculture. C, that due to specific circumstances or existing conditions, strict application of the zoning ordinance would be unwarranted hardship. The residential property does not currently have a garage, which is very common for residential neighborhoods. And a large amount of fill or retaining walls would be needed to place the garage anywhere else in the lot. And this would work as a hardship for the applicant. D, that the granting of variance is not contrary to the public interest, is in harmony with the general purpose and intent of the zoning ordinance. This is not contrary to the public interest. The road that it is frontage on is a private road. It dead ends at the property, so there's very little traffic that moves by. E, that because circumstances or conditions, there's no possibility that the property can develop strict conformity with the provisions of zoning regulations, and that authorizations of a variance is therefore necessary to enable reasonable use of the property. As noted, the residential garage is common with reasonable use of the property. Staff finds the requested variance meets the provisions of Article 21 of the 2002 revised joint zoning ordinance for Minnehaha County and the City of Sioux Falls, and recommends approval of variance 1503. I do have some pictures of the site. I did have some pictures of the site. The computer is shutting down. So, I guess you'll have to refer to your packet while this moves open.
Questions of staff? Any questions on our side?
No idea.
Okay. And at this time, you're from the petitioner, correct? Does the petitioner?
My husband is the petitioner. Sorry, he's gone on the military.
That's fine, you can represent.
Sorry.
That's fine. What? Oh, you woke up.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I have to answer your guys' questions.
Oh, just give your name and address.
I haven't changed my last name yet. It's Lindsay Schlumbum, 29 North Rancho Place, Sioux Falls 57110. The property owner is actually my husband, Scott Smith. So, it's,
Any questions of the petitioner? And do you have any questions?
no,
Okay.
I don't think so. My husband told me to come here to find out, so you can get the dirt guy there. He's like, I need to know the answer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Does anyone else in the audience want to address this issue? State your name and address, please.
My name is Mark Peterson. I live at 48 North Noble Drive, which is about 200 yards from here by road, or 100 yards by fly. Scott's probably not here because he's serving the National Guard training to fly big planes. But our family owns the land completely surrounding their house. My youngest brother lives the closest house to him, and we're in favor of this completely. This has no effect on anybody else. The road dead ends there. The only people that have a right to drive to that road where they're at is the owners of that house and their guests, and the owners of the road, which is our family. So it really shouldn't affect anybody else. And if it doesn't affect the immediate landowners, I don't think it should be a problem for anybody.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else in the audience care to address this? If not, we'll call for action. The way we usually do this, you discuss it, if there's any discussion, and then we'll discuss it. Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Any discussion?
Okay, we have one question.
All right.
I just refer to this chart here, which shows that there's a slight encroachment on their driveway on the neighbor's property. Is that an issue?
There's a what?
Well, according to this, it says the subject asphalt drive appears to encroach on the adjacent west property by the dimensions shown. And I don't know if that's, significant.
The adjacent landowner is standing right there.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
good enough for me.
No discussion, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Make a motion in
signify by
favor.
saying aye.
Yes.
A second, same sign. Motion passes on the same
Okay,
side.
we have a motion to approve by Commissioner Barth, seconded by Bonnie. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
You're done.
County side. And now we will adjourn, a motion to adjourn as a board of adjustment, and we will adjourn as a planning extension. I need a motion.
That's my motion.
Okay, second. Okay, so now we go to